Psalm 39, verses 1 through 13. God's silence to David. We'll read about that. David had sinned, and God was correcting him. Chastening is a sign of God's love. So submit to his will and let him have his way. God had been silent to David, and that worried him. Was he going to die? We'll read about David's silence to God. David was silent before the Lord and did not argue with him. David accepted God's will and submitted meekly. He prayed that God would forgive him and help him, and God answered in his mercy. And then we'll also read about David's silence before the wicked. When wicked men came to visit him in his sickness, David tried to be silent before them, but he finally had to speak and remind himself and them that man was frail and life was short. Life is only a handbreadth long, a vapor that comes and goes, and a mere shadow. We're strangers and sojourners, and the journey is not a long one. Why gather riches when you cannot take them with you when you go? Silence sometimes is louder than speech. Know when to speak, and know when to be silent. Psalm 39, verses 1 through 13. For Jeduthun, the choir director, a psalm of David. I said to myself, I will watch what I do, and not sin in what I say. I will curb my tongue when the ungodly are around me. But as I stood there in silence, not even speaking of good things, the turmoil within me grew to the bursting point. My thoughts grew hot within me and began to burn, igniting a fire of words. Lord, remind me how brief my time on earth will be. Remind me that my days are numbered and that my life is fleeting away. My life is no longer than the width of my hand. An entire lifetime is just a moment to you. Human existence is but a breath. We are merely moving shadows, and all our busy rushing ends in nothing. We heap wealth for someone else to spend. And so, Lord, where do I put my hope? My only hope is in you. Rescue me from my rebellion, for even fools mock me when I rebel. I am silent before you. I won't say a word, for my punishment is from you. Please don't punish me any more. I am exhausted by the blows from your hand. When you discipline people for their sins, their lives can be crushed like the life of a moth. Human existence is as frail as breath. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Listen to my cries for help. Don't ignore my tears, for I am your guest, a traveler passing through, as my ancestors were before me. Spare me so I can smile again before I am gone and exist no more.